I, J.V. Nitya Sharma, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Department of Science and Technology, Faculty of Education and Methodology. So today our topic is Introduction to Artificial Neural Networks. So what are basically artificial neural networks? So artificial neural networks are the part of AI, artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is used for inhibit the human mind into machines so that machines think like human, act like human, and make predictions like human. So now, basically, we started this topic. So artificial neural network. So first is introduction. So what is basically mean about the neural network, right? So neural is adjective for the neurons, and network denotes the graph-like structure. So artificial neural network, also referred to as neural nets, artificial neural system, parallel distributed processing system, right? So basically, neural networks are formed in the format of graph in which there are input nodes, output nodes, and a hidden network in between of input node and output node. So basically, it is either fully connected or partially connected. So there are different neural networks, right? So okay, so here we see a graph is said to be labeled graph if each connection is associated with a label to identify some property of the connection. So as we all know, directed graphs consist a set of nodes and a set of connecting pair of nodes, right? So basically, there is an AND gate and an AND gate network. To the field of neural network was pioneered by the Bernard Whitlow of Stanford University, and basically, artificial neural network is based on biological neuron model of human body. So as we can see in the picture, there are some dendrites, soma, axon, and synapses. So here dendrites is denoted as a input, soma is denoted as process of input, axon is denoted as output, and synapses are denoted as a connection between those neurons in the artificial neural networks. Okay, so here we can see this is kind of artificial neural network where x1, x2, xn are the inputs, and w1, w2, wn are the associated weights with these inputs, and here is the output function. Here you can see this is the output function. So input to the network are represented by mathematical symbol xn 1 to n, and each of these inputs are multiplied by the respective weights like x1 w1, x2 w2, xn wn. So these products are simply summed, and then we get the output, right? So here are the terminologies. Neuron is denoted as a node in our artificial neural network. Synapse are the connections between the nodes, and firing frequency is a node output. Artificial neural network basically are the programs designed to solve any problem by trying to mimic the structure and the function of our nervous system. So neural networks are based on simulated neurons, right? So there are different neurons that are connected with each other in form of input nodes, hidden nodes, and the result we get is known as the output, right? So neural network resemble the human brain in two ways. First is the learning, right? Learning like human being, and second is the knowledge. So this these two are basically the base of the artificial neural network. First is learning, and second is knowledge. So here are the figures like artificial neural network basically दिखते कैसे हैं. So here we can see the input layer, output layer. See, these are the input layer, uh, and in the middle of input and output layer, these two are the hidden layers, and they all are connected with each other and make a artificial neural network. right? So basically, internally, the system work like input goes on to the neural network, then including connections, weights between the neurons, then actual output, and here is the desired output, and then compare the actual output and desired output. If it is it make error, or there is a difference between the desired output and actual output, so this is called as a error. So if there is error, then we have to recalculate it, the whole network again, so to minimize the error and make model more efficient, right? So this is basically a model, right? And here you can see the architecture of neural network: input nodes, hidden nodes, and the output nodes. So here in layer 0, input nodes, layer 1 and 2 are the hidden nodes, and layer 3 is the basically target output node. So artificial neural networks are basically layered structure in which there are multiple layers in between of input node and the output node, right? So it is either fully connected or back propagation, feed forward network. So there are many different type of artificial neural networks. So here you can see fully connected network. So the neural network in which every node is connected to every other node, and these connections may be either positive weights or negative weights or irrelevant, right? But the network is fully connected, means each node is connected to some other node. So this, like in this figure, you can see each node is connected to some other node. So this one is known as fully connected artificial neural network. Here you can see the layered network. Layered network means there are the hidden layers between the input layer and the output layer. So here you see the connections are either partial or full, right? Okay. The next one is a cyclic network. A cyclic network is, this is a subclass of layered network in which there is no intra-layered connectivity. Means connection may exist between any node in layer and any node in layer J. There means this is not necessary that every node should be connected to the any other node like this. So, but connection is not allowed for I equal to J. Means uh, here what we see is like there is a there is a connection exists between I and J. So J for I greater than J, but a connection is not allowed for I equal to J, right? So this is called as a cyclic network. So basically it means as in a cyclic network there is no cycle to be made, like, right? And feed forward network, this is also a cyclic network in which connection is allowed from a node in a layer I only to I plus 1, means to the next layer itself, right? But means basically in a cyclic network, these are in this data is flowing from left to right, right? But not going from right to left. So it is basically in these a cyclic network, basically data is moving forward from left to right direction. And so as connections are always uh, in the format of I greater than J in a cyclic network. And in feed forward network also, this is also because subclass of a cyclic network. So here also data is flown from left to right, right? So only in the left to right direction. Okay. So because of this is known as feed forward network, because the data is flowing in forward direction, not in a reverse direction. Okay. So data is flowing from layer 2 to layer 1, then layer 1 to layer 2, then layer 2 to layer 3, and we get our output. Okay. So the next one is modular neural network. So many problems are best solved using neural network, whose architecture consists several modules, interconnections, right? So this is also a kind of neural network, modular neural network, in which modules can be organized in several different way, like in hierarchical, in any different manner. You can arrange the nodes. Learning. So basically, learning is what neuron in an animal's brain are hardwired. It is equally obviously that animals, especially higher order animals, learn as they grow. right? So how does this learning occur? What are the possible mathematical model of learning? In artificial neural network, learning refer to the method of modifying the weight of the connections between the nodes of the specified network. So the learning ability of neural network is determined by its architecture and the algorithm it chosen for the training of the artificial neural network. Like for example, Alexa. We give commands to Alexa and it gives us the desired output. So Alexa also have some training model, right? Alexa also working on the some machine learning algorithm, right? So it learn itself by its experiences and give the outputs, right? So this is also so the learning ability in machine is either get automatically after implying training algorithm to the machines or by manually. Okay, so here we can see there are two type of learning: supervised and unsupervised. So supervised learning is what basically in supervised learning we have a labeled data set. Means in supervised learning you have to deal with the data which is structured or organized data. Means data is in the format of tables or to say CSV files, XML files. So the data is well organized. So you don't need to take some other algorithm or something for data pre-processing steps are also present there, but it's very easy to deal with the structured data. So in supervised learning, we have the training data set and the testing data set because we have the data that is well organized, right? So uh, here you can see the training data consists of pair of input and desired output. So training, testing, and the training data set. Supervised learning can also be referred. So what are the examples of supervised learning? Like classification, where we have a wide range of classifiers, k nearest neighbor. So all these are supervised learning, part of supervised learning. But in unsupervised learning, we have to deal with the historical data as well. We have to deal with the data that is basically unstructured data. And what do you mean by unstructured data? Means in this data is not well organized. You have to do a lot of work to organize the data. In this data is in the format of audios, videos, feedbacks, and what to say sentiments analysis NLP. So the all these are the part of unsupervised learning. So here we don't have the training data set and the testing data set. We have to be go on with the predictions and the patterns, analyze the patterns, right? So like for example, in unsupervised learning is clustering. So clustering is the example of unsupervised learning, right? Where you can just make clusters of this data of same attribute, right? Okay. So here is the algorithm, which is a back propagation algorithm. So in backpropagation algorithm, use the layered feed-forward artificial neural network. So backpropagation is a multi-layer feed-forward network. So feed-forward means data is flown from left to right or right, and multi-layer means there are multiple hidden layers between the input layer and the output layer. So we provide the algorithm with examples of the input and the output we want to the network to compute, and then the error is calculated. So basically, backpropagation algorithm is used to reduce this error. Error is what? The difference between the actual output and the desired output. So if we want to increase the performance of our network, so we have to minimize the error, right? So to minimize the error, backpropagation algorithm comes into the picture. So here the error. Yeah. So here the error is propagating back from output to again to the hidden layer nodes. Then hidden layer nodes to the input node, then again calculate the weight and bias for the overall neural network to minimize the error, and then again calculated the output. So this process repeated again and again until we get our desired output, right? So this is the backpropagation algorithm. And here is the activation function, right? Activation function is used in any neural network, artificial neural network, to implementing the backpropagation algorithm in the weighted sum. So basically, what is activation function? Activation function is the multiplication of the input and the weight associated with that. So the move, okay, so since the error is the difference between the actual output and the desired output, the error depends on the weight, and we need to adjust the weight in order to minimize the error, and we can define the error function for the output of each neuron. Okay, so in the next slide, here you can see the error input, output, and weights. And first we need to calculate the error depend on the output, then output depend on the activation function. So we can see the backpropagation order in detail later. uh, Now come to neural network applications. So what are the advantages of artificial neural networks? So it involves human-like thinking. They handle noisy or missing data. They can work with large number of variables and the data set, either structured or unstructured. They provide general solutions with good predictive accuracy, and system has got property of continuous learning. Like we say games, even games are also now learn automatically, and the game automatically, the system of the game automatically play with the player itself, like in Ludo and in many other games, right? So this may happen because of AI and the machine learning algorithm. So they deal with the non-linearity in the world in which we live. Thank you. So this is powered by Digital 2.0, and thank you. In next lecture we can see more about the neural network and the type of neural network and the backpropagation algorithm and many other algorithms associated with artificial neural network. Thank you. Thank you so much.